Hi, this is Flash of the Daily Drive. Today I wanted to talk about review sites. Sites that base their recommendations, whether it be a handyman or a painter or a contractor or housekeeper or whatever it is, but they base their recommendations based on customer reviews. Reviews that people go in using an email, and sometimes they just like or dislike or type out a review and a testimonial for them on their sites, and they rank their recommendations based on positive reviews. Places like Yelp and Angie's List and several other sites. So I wanted to talk about how trustworthy these review sites are. So it should not come to any surprise to you that that reviews are not, they're based on someone having an email address, and people can and do go on and review themselves. They contact their friends and ask people to write a review for them, and it's easy. Someone can come up with 100 emails and write 100 reviews on their own, on behalf of themselves under different names. The other thing that happens is it is so easy to go on and write a bad review about your competition. So because there's really no checks and balances of who these people are, it's easy to do that. So I had a situation a while back that I had someone write a negative review about one of my businesses, and the information didn't match work that we had done, and then I tried to write a reply to that review. Since we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, it was let us make it right. And even though I knew that we didn't do any work for this customer, but the site, and I won't name the site, but the site took my message down because they said they don't allow conversations to go back and forth. So they took mine down and left the negative one. And so I've always had a problem with these sites, because if I can't answer to a negative review or something, and I know that it could have been a competitor, it could have been, who knows, it could have been someone that just wrote a review on the wrong company. So one of the things that in coming up with some sort of a system with the UHA to make it different than companies being reviewed, and the reason why we don't allow any kind of a review system is our review is our background, doing a background check on that business, and us as an organization standing behind that handyman business. We also, if anyone does report a handyman, we contact the handyman, we require proof. We contact the handyman and give them an opportunity to to defend themselves before we post anything. We also have a register system to where the customers have to register and verify identity in order to make a positive or negative review. So our businesses come in, they register, and they prove identity, they go through a background check, and then the homeowner does the same thing. We don't do a background check on them, but they do have to verify, they verify who they are through that registration process. So the positive thing is, in this business, it's, because you're talking about the handyman business, an unregulated industry, people have nightmares all the time and they don't know what to do about it. So we allow them a place to be able to report a bad handyman. And if we will report with the state. We will publicize what's going on so that when someone does a search for that handyman, they'll read the problems that someone else had. But what makes our system, and I'm not saying it's perfect, and who knows, we may make changes next year, but right now what we think is just a little less flawed than the review system is that process, that verification process that the homeowner and the handyman has to go through with our site. I don't trust the review system. I don't trust these sites that base their whole referral on those reviews. Unfortunately, anyone can write a review, and there's no way to know if it was an honest review, if it was their grandma, if it was their aunt, their mom. There's no way to know, or if it was them themselves that wrote that review. But I can guarantee you 100% that's not what's happening on the UHA. If it's something and we've put a negative report, or a positive report on someone, it has gone through a verification process to where we know that person actually worked for that homeowner, and we have proof, we have documentation, and we also have verification of who that person is, so that you can trust any kind of a report that you read on the UHA. I'd love to have you have any problems, you have something positive, you want to recommend your handyman to us because he's a great handyman, give us a positive review and bring him to us and let him get certified by the UHA. If he's a deserving business, then certification is no problem. So anyway, review systems, trust them, don't trust them. That's what I'm asking you. So that's all up to you, but I don't trust them. This is Flash with the Daily Drive. Happy home repairs.